Hello guys, welcome to Srini Teaches Code. So today we are going to learn how to publish your React application to GitHub page. So for that we will first go to our folder where our repository folder is located. So I have my folder here and I want to open this particular folder or this path in command prompt. So what I can do, there is a shortcut for that. You can go to the URL link and type here cmd. So this will open your command prompt, and here we can create one React application, the default React application, and we will run that in our local server. So for creating the React application, we have to type this command, and you can give any name for your application. So I'm going to give the name deploy React, and you have to hit enter. So this will take some time depending on your bandwidth and also your machine. So friends, you can see that the React app is created, and I'm clearing my terminal. Now I would like to open this particular code in Visual Studio. So I will be using Visual Studio Code. You can use any editor of your choice. So the shortcut for opening this particular folder in Visual Studio Code is you have to type code and space, and then so now you can see that Visual Studio is open. So our folder, it will open our folder. I would like to go through the contents of what the boilerplate code is having for us. So here you can see we have package.json, and this will contain all the dev dependencies, scripts, and other. So you can see that I'm using React. The version is 16, React DOM 16.13.1. So let's do one thing. Let's run our application in a local server. So to run our application, you have to type npm stat. Okay, you have to go through the folder, and then the command npm stat. So this is going to open your application on the local server. So yeah, starting the development server, and then the default browser will be, it will open your default browser at the local. So you can see that it automatically opened the browser and your application is running in the localhost 3000. So this is the default application which React provides when you create the boilerplate. So let's do some changes. I will go to source and app.js. So this is the logo which is being there in the application. I will remove this code. So as we are not using this logo, we can delete this. Okay, so let's add a div. So let's have a div, and so here you can see that the changes have been reflected in the browser. So let's keep it to next one. So right now we would like to publish this particular React app, whatever you are seeing on this page, to GitHub. So we will create a GitHub page for it. So for that you have to install a package. You have to type this particular command. So we will be saving this particular package in the save and the dev dependencies. That's why I mentioned here save -dev. So npm install save dev and your packages are gh pages. I'm sorry for the type gh pages. So let's go to our terminal. So here you can see that the terminal is serving our application. So I will stop this by typing Control C, by hitting Control C, and yes, and I will paste the command here, or we can type as well npm install save dev gh pages. So this will install this particular package. Go to our package.json and see that we have gh pages installed in our dev dependencies. So it added to the dev dependencies because we used this particular flag, that is save -dev. Okay, so right now you can see that our application, let's run the application once again. So you can see that our app is running here. So to upload your React application to GitHub, we need a repository to be created in the GitHub account. So open your GitHub account and you can create a new repository here. You can give any name. So I will give a name React GitHub. You can give behind. I'm sorry. React GitHub deploy. So keep it as it is, keep the default settings and hit on create repository. So once the repository is created, you can copy this command So the good part with Visual Studio Code is that it comes with an integrated terminal, and here you can see that I have opened the terminal, and we have to go to the path of our application. So cd and I will copy git remote add origin, and this is the URL which has been which will hold our repository, which will hold our code. So and we will hit enter. So it created a particular it added a remote repository for us. So right now you have to create a home page where your application, the URL of your application. So home page will be http and your GitHub username. So in my case the GitHub username is this .github.io / the repository which you created. So you can see my repository name is React GitHub deploy. So we added our home page here. Then to successfully publish, we also need to add 2 lines of scripts. So first key value pair is deploy, and it should take a value of npm build, and second key value pair, the key is deploy, and it will the value gh pages. You have to give a flag d and then build. So after you have added these 2 lines, you would go to your integrated terminal and you have to enter this command npm run deploy, then click enter, and it would take some time depending on your bandwidth. So friends, you can see that the build is successful, and it will. So once I run this, let me zoom in so that you can easily see it, the terminal. So we have run this command npm run deploy, and it is in turn it is running npm run build. So the npm run build, this is the first build which it will run, and you can see that it first compiled our application, then the build folder is ready to be deployed, and the project was built assuming it is hosted at. This is the name which of our repository. So you can control this with the home page. So the home page is the URL, or this is the URL where this will be static. I mean, you have to enter your username here, and the repository name will be here. So if you want to change the repository or something, you can change it here. The home page, this is the URL, you can change the URL. And so successfully it is published. See, finally it is running this gh pages dbuild. So this is the command which we gave for deploy. So gh pages minus dbuild, and then it is successfully published. So now if you want to see this application or it to live, so first of all let me show you that. Let us first see whether our code has come to a repository or not. So our repository, yes, so it is updated with our latest code, and you can see, yep, if I go to my home page to the number of repositories I have, so this will be the latest repository. Yes, we had GitHub deploy, and you can see that it is updated 5 minutes ago. Let me refresh it once. Yep. So I'll open this, and you can see this is our local host. So localhost also is running perfectly. Now if I want to see here, so my GitHub page, I will go to this link, I will copy it, and you have to paste it in the browser URL, and you can see that your application is being deployed in GitHub pages, and it is live. So let's do one thing. Let's make a small change here. I will go to .js, and let me close the terminal for time being. So I will add a second heading here, and we mention the second. Alright, so you have made a change to your code. Let's see in a local host first. Yep, so this second line you want, but this will not be reflected in your GitHub page because that is not built with the latest code change. So for that, what you can do, you can open your integrated terminal, and simply we will retype the code, or retype the command which we did earlier, that is npm run deploy. Once you hit enter, it will again build your package. It will build locally, and then it will try to deploy the package to the GitHub page, depending on your bandwidth, as I said earlier. So it depends on your internet speed, and it is published. Let's go to our GitHub page. So this is the page. I will try to refresh it. So it's not refreshed yet. So it will take some time to the changes to reflect. So it is 8 minutes ago, less changes. So it is 37 seconds ago. So the changes have been pushed to our repository. So let's try to refresh it once, and you can see that it takes some time to deploy the changes. I'm sorry. So you can see that right now, if you do any changes to your React app, this is the way how you can deploy your pages or your application to GitHub pages. So this will be a great idea to show your portfolio or show some application you want to show to temporarily you want to host it in the GitHub and show to other people. So this is a great GitHub Pages is a great service provided by GitHub where a developer can showcase whatever they have built, and it can work as a temporary server for us. That's all from today. So we saw how to create a React application, and we also saw how to make some changes in your app.js. And once we did the changes in app.js, we added some dependency, that is gh pages, with the command npm install save dev gh pages. And once you have installed the gh pages, then you have to go to your GitHub and create one repository, and you will get the link of your repository. Once you have the http URL of your repository, you have to type this command git remote add origin and the URL. And after that you have to create the home page. The home page is the URL with the command, and that command is npm run deploy. So once you do this, your changes will be pushed to GitHub repository, and your page will be live on GitHub Pages. So thank you and have a good day. Bye bye.